Alright, hey again guys. Um, in this video we're going to work on kind of cleaning up our sniper rifle, stuff like that, get the zoom more streamlined within the weapon so we can make multiple weapons with different zoom ranges, things like that. So we'll go ahead and get that started. Okay, so I'm thinking, I haven't actually gone through and done this, so I'm gonna could pretty much do it live in a sense, um, because I don't want to forget anything as I'm going through them and stuff like that. So, um, all right. So basically, how I want to set this up, I want to put the actual zooming in the weapon itself. So I can have a variable to set what the zoom goes to essentially. So basically that means I'm gonna have to do the scope action, the zoom itself, a little bit differently. So first thing what I want to do is, can I'm basically just trying to see if I can do an input and still use a timeline. I may have to just do interpolate between with a delta time. I think I might actually do that. That might be easier. Okay, so I'll just ignore that for now. Let's go into the weapon. Weapon master. Alright. And I think I'll clean this up again after. I just want to do this here. Player get follow camera. And we'll set field of view. Not, can I do, I forgot what it's called. There we go, F interp. Alright, so basically the return value is going to be that. And delta time, I'm going to save that as a variable. Delta time, we'll set the interp speed to like 15. And get get field of view. You know what, I'm actually going to do that. It's the same exact variable, but I just want it to be cleaner. Okay, and then I make a new variable, weapon zoom, boot. Okay, now with the weapon zoom, the lower the value, the more zoom there's going to be. So, like the standard weapon, I have set to 60. Alright, so 'cause I really didn't like the old system. It's not very universal. You know, it was kind of, if you want to create a new weapon, you'd have to um, create a whole new timeline and this and that, and it wasn't a very good system, so to speak. Okay, so now zooming. Right now I'm just kind of going with the flow, honestly. I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to do this. So true there. Um, whoops. How do I do that? I'll grab these guys. Okay. And I want the standard zoom set to 90. Okay. And now let's make this public here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, we actually, I don't think we're going to need that anymore. Alright, so input action aim. Let's move you guys down. Um, default weapon set is zoom to true. And false. Oh, and actually, we don't want to do this either. What's the best way to do that? Let's do the isScope variable in here. And we'll do branch isScope. No. Um, I mean, we can get scope widget. Nope. Add to viewport. True. Remove from parent. Just to make sure it's removed, you know. But if I call it on event tick, it's going to continuously go through. So, I mean, I could zoom, scope widget. Sure. Just do once, and then we'll just reset it. And now we can just call scope widget. So it'll only pop up if scope is true, which is here. just get rid of that. And we'll just keep this here just in case it gets stuck or whatever. Right? Okay, and now we can actually get rid of that. That was the checking the scope variable from the player to see. And now let's open up the sniper. Get rid of. Oh no. Yes. Okay. And then set is. Oh no, actually, let's defaults. Biscope. Weapon zoom 10. Okay, and then we can do the scope no, weapon zoom 60. Right? Okay, so let's check this out here. Let's try it. Okay, so now we have an issue here. Weapon master. Because it's like fidgeting back and forth. So custom event zoom. I mean delta time. This should automatically do that, so we don't have to call it over and over again. I don't think so. Let's just call zoom. Okay. Okay, so it needs us to. That's really weird that's doing that. I wonder if I do just a 0.2 delay. It's like zooming in and out. That's so weird. Why are you doing that? Is zooming true? Set field of view. It should be fine. I don't know why that's happening. Let's try this, I guess. We can play 0.5. Okay, so each time it's called, it Each time it's called, it's zoomed out. Like it zooms in and then zooms back out. Why is it doing that? I don't understand. Hmm. Well, we'll disconnect false. Okay. And then here, set field of view to 90. Okay. And let me. Okay, cool. So let's just make that a little bit faster. Okay, so second time it doesn't do it. Master up here. All right. So now we can switch between them. Let's see where that guy went. There's one more. And I think next we're going to do a sprint and stuff like that too. That'd be kind of cool. There we go. We could also do our effects too. Well, cool. So, and this is an error for, is already added to the screen. Oh, okay. So, um, I don't know, is valid check work? And if it is not valid, I don't know if it is valid to work because it is technically created. Yeah, because it is technically created. Um, it's because it's looping it. What if I wonder if I do a do once node here and then plug that in? What if that'll do it? Because I mean, oh, and then okay, that is being set to false. So on false, it'll just reset D1 so it can create again. Let's try it. and then, yeah, that's just an AI thing. No, show message, branch, check hit phone. All right, that's fine. All right, I know I kind of went off on this video a little bit. I kind of, struggled, I guess you could say. But that's, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you figure something out live. But the cool thing about this now is if I close that, and let's go ahead and we'll create a child of this and call this um, weapon um, short range sniper. Okay, so now it's the short range sniper. So we'll do 30. And also, while we're at it, let's fix up this. Um, I'll put this in another video, but for now, I'll just add it to there so it switches to it. Okay. So now here's our main sniper. Then here's our other sniper, long range, mid range. And just as easy as that is just simply creating a different rifle. We can do this at, no, let's do 5. So it zooms way in. Let it play. That's our 10. And actually, let's go back in and is scope. Because this one will have a scope. So zoom in, zoom way in. You see it creates the scope texture. And yeah. So that's the video, kind of more refining the weapon system that I made in the previous one. Um, but I mean, I think the first video still has merit in terms of the process I went about creating everything and then going through and kind of refining it a little bit more. Um, so yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.